Ladies and gentlemen, it's the second annual Bandees. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Just a couple things I want to go over quickly before we jump into the awards themselves, and we are going to get moving on this because there are over 150 bands on this list. It is absolutely bonkers how many people are putting out great music in our neck of the woods. All these releases that we're going to be talking about today were released in 2024. We did mean to try to get around to this in January, but we unfortunately got very busy, so we are sorry for making you guys wait, but we're just two guys. We're just two dudes. I don't know what to tell you. We're trying, okay? We're trying really hard. And moving forward, some news for you guys who might be wondering what's been happening with Locals Only. Why has it been months since there's been a Locals Only? So me and Phil have been discussing sort of a new format that we're going to do with Locals Only. I think it's going to be more fun for us. We think it's going to be more fun for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Just a quick note as well to any bands who might be watching this, who we potentially missed. We really tried not to here. No, it wasn't intentional at all. We're basically just trying to think of every band that we can when it comes to giving an award. So if we missed you, we promise it wasn't intentional. We love you. We love you. If we cover you, we love you, period. And finally, I just want to thank everybody for helping us reach 1,000 subscribers. Totally bonkers. We brought it up in a few reacts before and stuff, but we know that this channel was primarily built on the back of the Ontario scene. That's how it started. That's where most of the subscribers came from at the beginning on this channel. We always want to show our love to the local scene. We'll never stop showing our love to the local scene. And we just want to take this chance to tell everyone watching, thank you for subscribing to the channel and helping us get here. This is a super cool feeling. Hopefully it's only up from here.
All right, so we're going to get this thing kicked off with a bunch of honorable mentions, a list of artists that blew our minds, that are putting out rad music. These are for you folks. We don't necessarily have specific awards for you, but we are giving you some recognition, and shout outs to all you folks.
Quiet Earth.
Is it debilitation?
How did this happen? Debilation. The odds of that.
Debilation.
Stuck in Neutral.
Unfathomed.
Chukana.
Among the Rest.
Gut Void.
I See Aura.
Days on Parade.
Ascension Blacklist.
Conversation.
Lapsaria.
Consuming Misery.
The Anti-Queens.
The Dwindles.
Avalon Stone.
LUZR.
To the Bone.
Bruiserweight.
Just Right.
Game Changer.
Ischemic.
Deathnap.
Working Girl.
Skin.
And Clobber.
Shout out to all of you guys, all put out rad releases. We just want to make sure that we covered those bands. They all put out releases that we really appreciated. Shout out you guys.
We love you. We see you. Keep it going.
Hell yeah. Okay, Phil. So let's get into the first award of the year. This is for the Lars Ulrich Best Snare Tone Award. Now, I'm assuming this goes without saying to anyone who would watch our show, but we're talking about that just dodgy ball tone, that crazy snare tone, when a band mixes the snare tone just right, and that award has to go to Built on Blood on the Edge of Fear EP.
Congratulations to the homies in Built on Blood. You make some rad music. Next award that we have on our docket, we have the most epic band, and it had to go to, obviously, the one and only Pathfinder. With their songs Powerless and Unbarred.
Hell yeah, guys. This is a band where it really sounds like you're on some sort of like World of Warcraft raid boss when you listen to them. They infuse everything with that that knightliness that we love. And yeah, their music's sick. Shout out to them.
Hardworking individuals.
The next award we have here was what we felt was like the best genre blending of the year. And we've had a lot of interesting music on this channel, a lot of different genre blending in different ways, but one of the best I heard this year was actually Mike Froh and the Bad News with the Hate Me EP. This felt like such a beautiful like trip through nostalgia. It was like blending everything I liked about the early 2000s and stuff like that just into this beautiful package.
Congratulations, Mike Froh. You are a legend. Next award we have on the list goes to the Best Singer/Songwriter Project, and we felt that Kahin deserved this award. So shout out to you, Kahin. Whatever you want, earn that award. So shout out to you. You pick it up at your local mailbox.
Hell yeah. We're sending them all out. They're all going out in the mail.
Just find them.
You're all paying shipping. So we'll have an address that you can send an email and interact. You'll be getting you need to e-transfer us for the awards is what I'm saying.
It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
So the next one on our list is the Doom and Gloom Award. We are blessed in Ontario to have a lot of really good sludgy, doomy, just make you feel sad and scared sort of bands. But we got to give it to Absorb. They had an EP or an album. I think it's technically an album based on length, but it was only a few songs. But all their songs are like 8 to 10 minutes. I saw these guys live a few months ago, I believe. Absolutely crazy show. They really sell the energy of just the evil presence that their music envelops. Shout out Absorb. You guys deserve this one. This one's great.
Congratulations, Adam and the boys. Next award that we have up on here is the Shreddiest Solo Award. Who else could that possibly go to other than Duskwalker? Shout out Duskwalker. Oh.
Our next award is for Montreal's best thrashcore band. Lots of thrashy stuff up there, lots of metal up there. They love metal in Montreal. They really like it. Even when hardcore bands are in Montreal, they can't help but just infuse it with metal. It is a metal city. And someone who does that really great and is getting the award for thrashcore is Cold Authority. With their release Ash and Blood, this record absolutely bangs, just punk soaked in metal, thrashy, 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 bang, 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 pop, pop, pop.
Ash and Blood was a great record.
Really great.
Next, we have the best rap single on here, which this is a big award in my opinion. I think this goes to none other than, and I apologize in advance if I am not getting this correct, Wiidaaseh? Tripping in front of me when I'm whipping. The rest of you just sipping, forgot to written up with a second listen. With their single Turned King. This is great. This is honestly super good.
Yeah, the song absolutely bangs. And their EP, You Aren't Supposed to Hear This, is out as well. This song's on there. Whole EP absolutely goes. Shout out Wiidaaseh. I hope I said that right. Really, really good shit. Phil, this is a big one. I think this is we got a lot of metalcore around here, okay? Metalcore bands, they come out a lot. Metalcore can sound like 1,000 different things. So who's the best new metalcore band on the block?
It's got to be Terminvl.
You're damn right it's Terminvl. Holotov and Zero Day totally blew us away. They actually dropped a song not too long ago as of us recording this as well. Really would like to see this all put on an EP. Really would like to see them live. Yeah, best new metalcore band in our opinion.
Shout out Nate. You deserve this. This is awesome. And speaking of best new bands, our next award is for the best new hardcore band, because there's all sorts of really cool bands coming out of, Ontario in general, but all sorts of stuff popping out of Canada and everything else. We got to give it out to the homies in Terminator. With their first demo. That was incredible. I think there's a second one out on its way. It might even be out now. Go check those folks out. They slap. Awesome. Just classic hardcore, balls to the walls, just raw and in your face.
Written by a veteran of the scene too. Okay, Phil, one of your favorite new bands. We are getting into the most unique hardcore vocals And if you heard us talk about them, it should be obvious. It's Ruff Puff. We got to give it to Ruff Puff. That demo was crazy. I think you referred to it as Gilbert Godfrey Core.
Yeah.
Sick stuff. Love that band. Saw them during the Rust video shoot before they had any music out. Put on a hell of a show. So sick. Love these guys.
All right. This next award is for the best shoegaze single, and this goes out to the homies in Seventh Dose. With their single Allure.
Very gazy, very gloomy, very cool band. One of my favorite awards of the show. Best song names. I don't think it's a surprise that a metal band has managed to take this one. We got to give it to Braindown. From the Sewers release, featuring notable hits like Dick Thief and Fetus Muncher. They know how to name their songs. You guys get the best song name award. Goddamn.
Now, this was a close one. There's a lot of good contenders out there, and don't think we didn't think of you, but this was a good one up here. Yeah, shout out to Braindown. All right, our next award is for the best... Hold on. This seems really niche.
It is. It is.
Okay. Well, it's for the best use of yelling your own band name. And of course, it would go out to Freezerburn. Shoutouts Freezerburn with the Freezerburn stomp. It's like the cha-cha slide, but for hardcore kids.
You're damn right it is. All right, another one I'm excited to give out. This is the best song under 35 seconds. Of course, we are giving it to Crimson Asphalt. Shit Cookies, I think it was called.
Yeah, Shit Cookies. Yeah.
We loved Shit Cookies. It was the first song we ever heard by you guys. So you made an impact.
The next award that we have up on the docket is the Toronto Best New Violence Award, and this goes out to Falstaff. Dude, they killed it with the Trash Talk EP.
This one goes so hard. These guys are just violence in sonically. They are sonic violence. They are supersonic Shadow the Hedgehog violence. Next award is the Dissonance Distributors Award. These are the guys who use the murder chords right. They get in there with the dissonance. They make you feel all creepy. They make you feel all weepy. It's going to LUZR. The Force Fed EP goes absolutely bonkers. Heavy as hell. Based on the name, we thought we were going to get like a pop punk band. We were wrong. Super heavy, moshy, dissonant bangers. Shout out you guys.
Keep it coming. All right, next up we have the Best Hardcore Yells Award. Now, this one was super cool. I loved this EP. This goes out to Ghaul. So I crawl to the gates of hell and go back to let's begin. With Down Here Where I Am. Dude, I love this record. It's so good. And it kind of reminds me of like Your Demise's vocals, like especially during like first record, Ignorance Never Dies. This was super cool. I love Ghaul.
The Your Demise vocalist is one of like the one on Ignorance Never Dies before he got kicked out for there was a rumor that he like had like a beer, and I guess they're straight edge fans, so they're like, you're out, which sucks because he's my favorite vocalist of all time, and he's only on one record.
Yeah.
Anytime a band has those types of vocals, I am in. It sells me immediately. The best emo single. This goes to a band we talked about not too long ago on this channel. We're giving it to Fifth. Tough Shit just stuck in my head all the time. New Era's up there now. But man, I'm not kidding when I say like Tough Shit was just one of those hooks where I'd just be walking around and it would just constantly be drilled in there. Just
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable stuff. Best emo single, bar none.
Yeah, no, and Teeth was also a really good tune by them too. Shout out to Fifth. Next up, we have the best DIY album. That is Do It Yourself. Now, this obviously goes to the hardworking individual who put together their record, mixed and mastered it, played all the instruments, wrote all the songs, sang all the vocals. This goes out to our homie Kevin Fournier in Strict Month. Come on, shout outs to you with your record Prequel. Come on, let's hear it for them.
Oh yeah, beautiful project, eclectic project. This is their imagination and their expression just fully. It's so cool. I'm envious of people that can do this. It's absurd to have so much talent. I can't even be good at one instrument. Next up, the grooviest Montreal release. This is going out to Scarfold. Beats for Street Beatings. Great name, by the way. Crazy record. Just so much groove all over it. Constant stank face, constant head bob, constant urge to throw your fists at another person throwing your fists.
Killer Band Live. They're not here to play. All right, next up, we have the Heaviest Production Award. This goes out to the hardworking band, Seagrave. Their mixing and mastering is super good on their songs Ether and Sanctifier. Honestly, Seagrave, you guys are working hard. You guys are putting on awesome shows. Keep up the good work.
Seagrave has such a good ear for songwriting and ambience and how to lean into big, airy, open parts. It brings a band that already is so heavy to such a next level to hear it polished up so well. The best gimmick. What's the best gimmick of the year? I think it's pretty obvious. It's Avem.
Some folks are shocked with what I say when I talk of my bird friend. They think I'm just an old pervert.
With the song Bird Perv, and really their whole catalog just being a different songs about birds and watching birds or being into birds, or maybe you are a bird. It's very bird focused. Bird Perv is about being mistaken for being a pervert because you're talking about birds, but you're using words that remind people of sex organs. It's their dedication to this bit is unbelievable.
Honestly, birding is a popular sport, and they are the perfect soundtrack to it. They've got a niche audience, and anyone who's into bird sighting at all, play this band, just maybe not when you're birding.
I keep waiting for the next season of Nathan for you to come on, and he's like, I made a band famous by only talking about birds. Like, it's so absurd. Like,
next up, we have the most experimental release. Now, I think this band would be honored to get this award because they worked so hard on this and they have such a natural, interesting, unique sound. This goes out to Small Man, Big Mouth with their release, Northern Aggression. Shout out to you.
They absolutely color outside of the lines. They play by no rules whatsoever. Very interesting band, completely unpredictable. The most unpredictable band I think we've ever covered. From a track-to-track basis, there is just no telling what you're going to get. It's fun. It's like an adventure. The best EP name. Important stuff, guys. Naming your EP is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And Skuzz gets it with the Angelina Joel EP. They've had a pattern going with their EPs. This is sort of what they've been following, and I don't know whether they were waiting on the Angelina Joel EP or whether it just suddenly dawned on them that would be a great one in this series.
Yeah.
But it is. Great EP name. Also just a great EP. Skuzz rules. They're like a mathy, fuzzy, hardcore sort of band. Really, really good. Check out Skuzz.
Shout outs Mitch and the homies. All right, we have Stank Face Guitar Work Award up on the docket, and this goes out to the hardworking individuals in the band The Northern. Shoutouts to Northern. Your songs Place of Solace and Drown have earned this award and its titles.
Yeah, they shred. They just absolutely shred. I saw them live not too long ago as well, and it's just like interesting to watch them play. Their lead guitarist, Eric, is just tapping all over the place, walking around, acting goofy, like he's not even paying attention to it. And then Jordan's playing with a mask that he can't see through. It's bizarre. And their guitar work is phenomenal. So yeah, they really handicapped themselves and still managed to just absolutely shred the whole time. Super sick. Phil, it is time for the Best Vocal Feature Award. Who went out and got the best guest vocal? There were a lot of really good features. We love hearing other bands that we know team up, but something I didn't know I needed in my life was Dallas Green featured on Trench's Dust to Bone. Absolute match made in heaven. Made this song stand out so much on that EP. Crazy good vocal feature. Dallas really brought his A game on that one. The layering they do with the vocals is nice. This was nuts. This was so unexpected.
Honestly, Dallas Green showing up on a heavy song isn't necessarily the most unheard of thing. He's done things in the past, but it's been a while since we've gotten a heavy tune with featuring Dallas Green. And shout outs to Trench. That record was amazing. You guys earned it. Next up, we have the Leveled Up Award. Now, actually, to be entirely honest, we were going to give this band the Stinkiest Band Award, but we didn't think that was fair. We would never do that. We would never say that they smelled like pickles, especially fermented ones that have sat in a jar for about...
Overwhelmingly.
It's about a 12-week period, fermented pickles. And pickles
really nice guys.
Pickles are already, they're aged in brine already, so it's weird. Great guys. However, they got the Leveled Up Award, and that goes out to Over It. Over It. Shout outs Over It. You guys smell and you leveled up.
What Phil's trying to say is you guys are absolutely great. The Garden Style EP, it was such a genuinely great change. That was such from their first demo to that EP was just it was an entirely different sounding band. It was really cool. They figured their shit out. They're moving up. They're getting places. Over It's playing like crazy. They are always playing shows. They're getting that nice organic growth. Shout out Over It. You guys slap. Can't wait to hear what you record next. The next award is for the band that made one of the best, or the best of the year, I guess, first impression on us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can both agree that was Scab. With the Pick Your Skin EP. We were totally blown away when we did our first react to their music together. They have such a unique blend of hardcore punk, but Korn too. They blend a lot of really interesting nu metal elements together, but everything feels just like crust punks are writing it. It's so sick.
Yeah, no, that one single that we reacted to, I had it on repeat. Super catchy. Shout out Scab. Next up, we have the Best Punk Production. This is a specific award, but it is well earned because there's a lot of people doing a lot of cool stuff in the scene, and your production of your songs and records really matter. And I think that Doflame absolutely earned that award. Best Punk Production. Shout outs Your Record Bent. Honestly, super cool.
It was so crazy. It's Can't Stand No One is such it feels like an instant classic for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just so fun. The video is so good. Then every other song on there, I kept waiting for the rap songs to pop up, and they don't. It's just a punk record. This guy just he has both of his legs planted in such deep genres of music, and he does both of them really, really well. The Best Live Recording Award. Great live recordings have come out this year. I think Just Right did one. A few other bands have done one. But I gotta say, the sound quality, the energy, and the feeling of capture that I got when we listened to the Daze Away live at Frostbite.
we wanna do is rage.
Beautiful. They're a band that just sounds so great live. It's so rare that you hear a band and you literally, it's not that you enjoy seeing them live and it's louder or like stuff like that. Like they sound better live than they do on their recordings, in my opinion. They're such a cool band. I want to hear new stuff recorded by them. They have such a fun, laid back vibe. Yeah, perfect live band. This is the type of band that you want to see. Just a good time.
Shoutouts, Daze Away. Next up, we have the jammiest jam band. Now this goes out to the homies in Explore Trio. Shoutouts to Kyle Never Fails, the musical genius behind this. He's putting together so many cool stuff with so many different cool musicians. You guys are in this award. Shout out to you folks.
Love you, Kyle. Phil, we've been talking about how this band was going to win this award all year. Guess what? Best album art of the year goes to C.I.D.B. Catapulting infected dead bodies with their album Warning May Contain Bedbugs. This album slaps. It's punky. It's got little thrashy elements. Sometimes it sounds like Rise Against. Sometimes it sounds more moshy than that. Great record. Loved every single that came out on the way out. This album is stacked with just two-steppy punky bangers. And the album artwork is iconic to me. I want all of the individual pieces tattooed on me somewhere. It's great art.
Next up, we have the best Redux track. Obviously, this had to go to Nakedburn. Safe to say, this is a really cool band. They popped out and they working really hard, playing really cool shows, and I love that they did a Redux. I think it's super creative, and yeah, you absolutely earned this.
Yeah, both versions of the song are fantastic. Safe to Say is a fun little sort of pop punky banger, and then the Redux is like this nice, just like very open, vulnerable sounding soft track. Very cool stuff. Very talented guys. Great guys too. This award, the next award, Phil, is the one I'm talking about. It goes to Quebec's slammiest slam band. We're giving it to 4-1 Hate. And their release, Putrescence, they slammed. They came to slam, and slam they did. This slams.
This next award is the catchiest hook of the year. This goes out to Judgement. This is dope. This is honestly super catchy. I could hear that hook in my head right now.
Such a great hook. Another one that's just been burrowed up there. An award I am very fond of. Very, very fond of. This is the most worthy of a I Survived a Blank Show shirt. Of course, I think we got to give it to Destined to Burn. With their release Bound in Sorrow. This band is just the image of what that pit's going to look like. I don't like it. I don't feel safe even thinking about it. That's a scary pit. I don't want none of that.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Too much. It's too much.
Next up, we have the Pass Me the Ox Yo award, and this goes out to Glitches. They had a cool friggin' partycore kind of vibe going for them with like Dr. Acula sounding. It was super cool. Honestly, shouts out to like my high school years listening to like bands like Attila. Just kind of like super party vibes. Just like having a good time. Come on. So this goes out to Glitches. This was super cool.
The next award is for the biggest first splash. We thought long and hard about this one. We love when new bands come out. We're giving it to Plutos Kiss. They've released 5 songs. They released 5 more songs, and they've had singles come out after that as well. This band has been very prolific. Their songs are fun. Great, like classic feeling sort of hardcore. I saw them live recently. They put on a great show. Very fun band. Fuck yeah, Plutos Kiss.
Very authentic. All right, next up, we have the As Many Reps as Possible award. This is the best gym music. Obviously, this goes out to Force of Will. Liam and the homies, come on, shoutouts to you. You guys earned it. They even did a really cool cover of like an old school Bring Me the Horizon song from off of Count Your Blessings. They know how to play their music. They're really good musicians. They like to have fun with it. They will beat you in a game of Magic the Gathering. Shoutouts to Force of Will with World Gouger.
Next award is going to go to the best Scrams release. And I think it's obvious if you listen to our coverage of them before. We got to give it to Boxcutter for their release that they put out last year. Boxcutter is so true to the genre. Like it's purposely inaccessible, trebly, feedbacky. It sounds like a printer malfunctioning in a way that's sonically pleasing. I love this brand of just like intentionally inaccessible screamo. It's art. It's art made for art's sake.
Next up, we have the Music Made by Monsters award. Honestly, think of like all sorts of like inhuman sounding things going on. Like picture a monster from Monsters Inc. making a band, and this goes out to Dopethrone with Broke Sabbath. Honestly, Vince, friggin' Sean, and the new bassist, I can't think of his name right now. honestly, Vince and Sean, you guys have been working hard at the band for a new time, and that way we get a new member in it. Honestly, we're stoked to be hanging with you in the new record, Broke Sabbath. You guys were a great time to tour with.
Next up, we have the most RRR, the coveted Real Recognize Real Award. This is an award that we'll typically give to a band that just has the street built into their presence. They just have like a hip hop swagger to them without them even trying to at all. We're giving it to 100% Pure with Shine Gold Heal Pain. This record is fun. They've grown a lot since their first release. Production sounds great. Songwriting seems to improve quite a bit as well. These guys rule. Nice guys. Shout them out. I see Kev at so many shows. Yeah. 100% pure hardcore, baby.
Shout outs to you folks. Congratulations on the award. Next up, we have Don't Call It a Comeback. The Don't Call It a Comeback award. I said it twice because don't call it a comeback. It goes out to Windock. With their record, Human Error. Honestly, it's been 5 years since we heard something from them. I wasn't sure if they were a band anymore. Super glad to hear that they're back. Go check that record out. They deserve this.
Next up, we have the Matt Freeman Best Punk Bass Tone Award. This is just that slinky tone, that punky tone, that poppy ba 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 ba. We're giving it to Influx with Work to Rule. They have such a solid bass tone on this. I love it. I love it. I love this band in general. I love the energy they bring, sort of thrashy punk stuff, and the bass tone just cuts through the mix. So nice. All right, Phil, I'm going to butt in because I like this band too much to not announce this award. You're going to have to wait your turn. I'm sorry. I've thrown the rhythm off. I've thrown the cadence off. It don't matter. This is going to the best interpolation, or I guess just kind of funnest vocal delivery in general. I got to give this to Crosshair. With their EP, Killed to Death. Another amazing name, by the way. Killed to Death is great. They have a Denzel Curry ultimate interpolation. If you've ever heard their vocalist Larry speak, the vocals that came out of him when I first heard the CP, it blew my mind. Like, it's just like the cadence and the grimy choice he made with his vocals. I love it. I wasn't expecting it. I thought he'd just be giving us some like slammy, like monotone, like brr, brr. And instead, like he like leaned into eccentricity so much. Check out Crosshair if you haven't.
Shoutouts, Larry. Awesome. Next up, we have the best hardcore riffing EP. Oh my God. This had to go out to the hardworking band in Rockpile. Shoutouts, Rockpile.
Hey yo, what the deal is? Trying to see what the real is. And I'm trying to figure out what this goes between my ears is.
Dunny Daze EP, honestly, so sick. They are a really cool band already to begin with, but they've already leveled up. They've already done some really cool things. Dunny Daze, they're doing some really cool guitar work on it. It's incredible EP. Shoutouts, Rockpile. You are such a fun band.
Yeah, I remember when we talked about this EP on Locals Only, I remember saying, like, on the first EP, it really felt like the vocalist was the star of the show. Like, his delivery's great. Like, it's really, really good. And I was like, I feel like the guitar is the star of the show on this. And the vocals still go hard. They're still catchy, but like the riffing on this EP is so good that you can't ignore it. Like, it's like, God, the guitar on this sounds good. Yeah, shout out Rockpile. They're one of the best bands in Ontario doing their thing right now, for sure. The Never Let 'Em Know Your Next Move Award. This goes to bands that are just doing diverse things. Here, I tried to narrow it down to a band that had very diverse back-to-back singles. And when I really sat down and looked at what we looked at last year, I had to give it to Lover's Teeth.
Let the shake away the fraud. Pontificating in a state of delusion and choice. A shameless devilry in that coil of music.
To go from the song Branches of Argyle, which was this like slow, atmospheric, dreamy song, to Embedded with Dylan from The Good Depression, and just had this like crazy heavy ass song. Like, they're so good at writing different types of music. I saw them live recently. They destroyed. Like, they sound like they do recorded. Like, they're a phenomenal band. Lover's Teeth is really, really cool. Never know what you're going to get with this band. Shout out, you guys.
All right, next up, we have the best new traditional metalcore band. This goes out to Vultures. Their record, Vultures One, not to be confused with a terrible rapper who has a single horror record that has something to do with that. Nothing. We're not talking about that. Fuck that guy. This is Vultures. Shoutouts, Vultures. This is in our home territory. Canada representing. We see you.
Yeah, well, man, speaking of He Who Shall Not Be Named, best political hardcore EP. We're giving it to Corrode with their EP Demonstration. Maybe it's a demo and that's why it's called that. I don't know. This band definitely touches on political topics in their songs. And honestly, their song WCNSF, or Wounded Child, No Surviving Family, gave me chills. Like, it's a harrowing song. It's really cool when a band is heavy and is like chaotic as a band like Corrode is, can really like deliver like a strong message too. Like, it's more politics and hardcore. Fuck it. I like it.
Shoutouts, Dalton. I love you, buddy. All right. I have a big one for you here, Tyler. We have the best rap EP. Get into it. Hold on to your butts. Shoutouts, dear God. You earned it with Under the Table EP.
Coffin. That's what I take and I ain't stopping. I'm the reason why the Brampton team popping.
You're such a creative artist, putting out interesting music. I never know what you're going to do next. You're making really catchy, cool, big moves, honestly, big jumps and cool leaps. Keep it up. You earn the attention that you get.
Shout out Off Leash. Next up, we have the We Do What We Want award, not to be confused with the Never Let 'Em Know Your Next Move award. Maybe they're a little similar. Don't sue me. This goes to a band that is just keeping us on our toes. Never really know what you're going to get. EP from EP, release from release, even video from video. It's Toronto's Polluted.
I get messed up from my life, and I'm sorry to say the world never be okay to get a grip on any other memories that made the cut.
They just constantly are putting out new stuff. They released an EP recently as well, which seems to be more like a stripped back, like more lo-fi sort of punk thing, which is crazy because the first songs we heard were like borderline like punky metalcore stuff. These guys just they do what they want, so we're giving them an award.
All right, next up we have the Southern Fried Riffs Awards. This goes out to the homies in the Good Depression. Honestly, really cool band. They've got this really cool twang to them. It's like Every Time I Die, Norma Jean inspired. Reminds me of the old Southern metalcore back in the day. And we were homies and jam space buddies when we Sinner was still kind of active. So shout outs to the Good Depression.
Yeah, we tried not to give them this award twice in a row, but we could tell us another band that's doing the Southern Fried thing better.
Yeah,
Tell me. I'll wait. Next up, the best screaming vocals of the year. Now, I don't know if anyone who watches this channel has noticed. We hear a lot of screaming on this channel. A lot of people are screaming on this channel. And you know what? I gotta give it to them. I'm gonna do it. No one can stop me. I'm giving it to them. It's Soul Thief, baby.
What the fuck is going on? Why don't
The Bad Kinda Wet had such a good vocal performance on it. The held screams, the presence in the vocals, and the way they've been pushed forward. Man, just great vocals. Just a great vocalist and a great band with great riffs. Another kind of unpredictable record there. They did a lot of genre blending on The Bad Kinda Wet. Man, what a good band, and what a vocalist that you can really tell goes in there and like does it till he's like puking.
Yeah, honestly, it is kind of gnarly. Shout out to Jeremiah. All right, we have the Patchy Denim Vest Award. This is a cool award, and I gotta say, this goes out to Big Fist. With their release, Play With Me. Come on, this was super cool. Honestly, I really liked this by them.
They deserve it for the song I'm Not Straight Edge Alone. The song is so good. It's so fun. All right. The Whackin' Metal Battle Champions Award. That's pretty niche, eh? It's a little niche.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got to give this one to Beguiler. Seventh Circle and Incardine. Both huge singles. This band sounds absolutely enormous. Every song sounds like it cost $1 million to produce. These are the GOATs. These guys really, they do the genre justice. They bring traditional deathcore in such a tight, polished, and just brutal package. No gifts or gaffs, just heavy ass shit. You okay? What's happening?
I keep dropping this stupid joint.
Man, I feel like I bought this jacket at Value Village for $17 before the Halloween special. And I think it was in the men's section, Phil, but I'm pretty sure it has shoulder pads. It's making me look like Frankenstein. It's pissing me off.
Next up, we have the Best Remaster Award. This goes out to Burnt Knives with the Swans EP. This goes like you guys remastered it, and it sounds great.
Next up, the Totally Psychedelic Award. Now, we don't cover too many psych bands on here, more than I would expect, actually, with at least psych elements.
Yeah.
But the psychiest of the psych, come on. It's Mushroom Valley. You Don't Have to Wish Anymore. What a crazy, eclectic, weird album. They had these like catchy 60s sounding like hippie ballads. The last leg of the album is just like lo-fi like recordings with no vocals. Like this just feels so like artsy. This makes me feel like hanging out when you were a teenager. You know what I mean? Just some good old fashioned hanging out. Like, I don't know. Gives me a good vibe. Gives me really good vibes. I love this stuff.
Next up, we have the best deathcore EP. Honestly, this band is so much fun to play a show with. This is Pro Sector. They're such a cool band. Their release Impend, with end being the capitalize of that. They're a cool band. Definitely check that out. The best deathcore EP from around here.
Phil, the next award is the best gothwave EP. Now, I do think there is only one gothwave band that we do typically talk about on this channel, but guess what? We're going to keep saying their names so people listen to them. It's Give My Remains to Broadway, This Party Sucks EP. Very, very good. These guys embrace this like new wave, synthwave, like down to a T. They do it in the most honest and authentic way possible. Like this is authentic goth wave. They have this marketing gimmick about how they look nothing like what the band sounds like, which I think really works in their favor. They make their videos almost look like rap videos, but then it's like this like crazy goth wave playing. It's a really cool aesthetic to play with.
Yeah, no, you're the only ones doing it, and shout outs to your Simpsons reference. I hear you, I see you, I love you. Next up, we have the Best Metallica Core Award. Now, if you're a fan of this channel, or if you're just new for watching it here, you'll know that Tyler and I, we love our Metallica Core. It's like hardcore infused Metallica riffs. If you know what we mean, you know what we mean. The James Hetfield yells with breakdowns and two steps. We love this. This goes out to Wolfang Fist. Honestly, such a cool band. Their release, Ego Death, earned this award. Shout out to you folks.
This EP rips. Love this stuff. The next award is a bit of a bummer. This is the Tearjerker Award, the saddest release of the year. A release that really made me feel something deep in my soul, Phil. And that was Neon Cowboy with their song Bloodline. This one was like really sad. Like, I guess that's what the award for, so that makes sense. But like, this one was like, it like affected me. Like, it's the type of song where like I don't want to listen to it too often because it actually affects my mood, which is crazy in and of itself. Like, I don't know, instant effect on me. Really resonated with me.
Shoutouts, Casey. You are a gem. Next up, we have the Best Metalcore Breakdowns Award. Oh.
Good stuff. That's staying in.
This goes to Laying Still with their release, Blessed Oblivion. This is super cool.
This is our favorite vocalist on this channel, Mike. This is tattoo artist Andrew Wilson. Didn't even know Andrew Wilson was a guitarist. And they wrote some of the most well-polished, highest production metalcore that I've heard. And the breakdowns just go. Every band that Mike gets himself involved with, he's got the Midas touch. Unbelievable. He's a gold maker. He makes gold. Speaking of breakdowns, let's just get this one out of the way. This is the best hardcore breakdowns of the year. We're giving it to Enemy Within. With their one EP, I believe it was called. I think it was just like the letter. I can't remember. It's going to Enemy Within because the one thing I do remember is they're a hardcore band with some gnarly ass breakdowns, and I like it.
Congratulations to Enemy Within. Next up, we have the Best Deathcore Breakdown. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in this area and outside of it even. Deathcore is a prominent genre, and there's a lot of really cool breakdowns in the genre, but this goes out to Tortugal Sacrifice with their self-titled EP. Super cool stuff. You earned the Best Deathcore Breakdown.
Congratulations, Tortugal. we are going to get into the best two-step riffs. Phil, this is the award that I spend the most time on. More than like my own personal picks for album of the year and stuff like that. I listen and I listen and I listen and I go to a whiteboard and I'm drawing things that wouldn't make sense to any sane human. I want to isolate the band that is bringing the best two-step riffs. And last year, that was Die Alone. With Lessons Learned for the Unloved, the track that they have with Connor alone would have won this award because it is just that main two-step riff, which you definitely just heard because it's what I'm playing for this award to show you guys. They're just the kings of the two-step riff. It's phenomenal. I love Die Alone. I loved finally getting a new EP from them. Fuck yeah.
Shoutouts Hot Dog Hardcore. Awesome. We have the Best Emo Violence EP award up next. This goes out to my homie Cinco with his band Constrain.
You found it in yourself already.
They are super cool. They have Welcome to Club Vampire. They are an awesome band. They put on a cool show. They're fun. They're funny. And yeah, honestly, I love it.
This EP rules. I love this. I love the video for the dairy crimes I've committed against my stomach. Just walk around and be an asshole in a Walmart, and it's funny. They rule. I love this sound. I love this. I love you guys. I love you, Phil. All right, next up, we have the best death metal growls. Like people who get down there and they get real growly. They're making head spin. They're doing gutturals. They're doing low shrills or something. I don't know the technicalities, but I can tell you who I think did them the best. That was Last Wretch. On their release Ergotism. Vocals on this went absolutely crazy. Singer is an absolute beast. Has a great stage presence too.
Mm-hmm.
Just a fun band to see live.
Yeah, no, shoutouts John, Blake. You guys are such a cool band. And I was actually wearing your hoodie today. Next up, we have the best noisecore release. Now, this obviously had to go out to the really unique band Basque. With their release, Pain Without the Hope of Healing. Super cool release. Honestly, check it out. Definitely worth this award.
Yeah, pure chaos. Shout out Basque. You guys rule. Next up, we have the best alt pop release. Now, we don't dabble in too much pop on this channel. Maybe that'll change in the future if there's more underground pop. Underground pop is not a genre that I'm aware of. How do you get into underground pop?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but what I do know is Housewife has put out a bunch of singles leading up to an EP that I believe actually just dropped. Great eclectic sound. This band is just good vibes incarnate. The music is so dreamy and bouncy, and love this stuff.
Next up, we have the Truest Death Metal Award. And honestly, this is so funny because half of these members are actually in one of the bands we just gave an award to last rest. This goes out to Mortuary Slab. This is such a cool band with their release, Necro Realism. What a cool band. Honestly, Reno and Blake and John again back at it. They just make the scariest, grossest basement death metal. It's really cool.
Next up, we have the best metalcore vocal performance. I think this is a big one. There's a lot of great vocalists around this area. My favorite vocal performance in metalcore of the year had to come from the Afraid EP that came out. I found the vocal performance so solid. Screams were tight, agonized sounding. Very, very expressive vocalist. Afraid is just such a sick band. I need to catch them live.
Honestly, so cool. Congratulations, you folks. Next up, we have the Big O Award. This goes out to the dominating trio, Ethereal Tomb.
I want to live.
They are such a cool band. We loved talking to them when we had the opportunity to. This was such a cool band. They have like such an organic growth that's been happening over the years. You got me their full-length record on vinyl just before I left. It was like a parting gift, which I really appreciate that. And yeah, they're released Life Beyond Oppresso's Brutality.
Hell yeah. I do want to clarify for Ethereal Tomb that the big O is best organic growth. You guys are sexy, but that's it. We ain't trying to.
That wasn't a sex joke. Yeah, that wasn't a sex joke.
This was not a sex joke. The Snap Crackle Pop Award. This is for the rawest and realest sounding recording. We had to give this one to Shingen. Shingen really embraces just that dungeness, like it sounds like a floor recording potentially, just fuzz and feedback and guitar string hits all throughout the recording. Very raw, very real recording, not polishing it up, just getting in there and just playing some brutal doom. Some brutal doom.
Honestly, congratulations. You guys rule. I love you. And they're doing really cool things for the scene. Next up, we have the Best Punk Duo Award. This release was honestly such a cool and catchy release. I am in a duo band at the moment, so I understand how hard it is to just write music with just one other person, and this goes out to Mellow Honey. With their album Genuine People. Yeah, they're just a couple of dudes making this happen, and it's so cool.
Mellow Honey rules. We followed their singles for such a long time. They kind of got drip fed to us through locals only. Full album came out. So much personality. I love when bands can do that like Wonder Years sort of thing where you feel like you're getting like invited into their life a bit through their vocals and stuff. Like you really understand their personality. Very cool band.
Hey, 420 Blaze It. That's the award that we are giving to C.I.D.B. With their release, Mesozoic.
Like
Mesozoic.
The Mesozoic period. It's about dinosaurs. It's
about
dinosaurs.
Rawr. It's a dinosaur. You get it? Stoner, dinosaurs, weed.
Right, yeah. So this is for the best stoner metal release. C.I.D.B, you guys absolutely deserve it. We loved watching that music video you guys put out. We had such a fun time. We had a little fun with the video when we watched it, but you know what? They were such good sports about it. They've been such cool guys too. Their music sounds cool as hell. I like me some stoner sludge. So yeah, shout out C.I.D.B. They're good. They're cool. Next up, the scariest sounding release of the year. This one I was genuinely having trouble getting through. It is an unnerving sensation to listen to this. This is Purity Culture with their self-titled EP. They have one song that sort of feels like a hardcore song, and the rest just feels like a harrowing experience. Like I can't even describe it. Like it's just uncomfortable in such a compelling way. Really cool band.
Really cool band live, honestly. Sinner played with them. Super cool. Congratulations on that. Next up, we have the Berkshire Hathaway Coca-Cola Music Composition Award, brought to you by Coca-Cola, of course. This goes out to the homies in Chubb. You guys earned the Berkshire Hathaway Coca-Cola Music Composition Award, brought to you by Coca-Cola, of course.
It's important. It's important.
You guys are like, you guys practically invented this award. When we sat down with you, we had the pleasure of the Berkshire Hathaway Coca-Cola company helping us out with the Berkshire Hathaway Coca-Cola Christmas special, brought to you by Coca-Cola. And honestly, you guys were such good sports about it that we were in contact with the Berkshire Hathaway Coca-Cola Music Company, and they wanted to give this award to you specifically. So shout out to C.I.D.B and their award, the Berkshire Hathaway Coca-Cola Music Composition Award, brought to you by Coca-Cola with their release American Living with their release American Living Room.
The fact that you got through all of that flawlessly, you killed it. You killed it, and then get their album name wrong right at the end.
Just keep the flub in, honestly.
All right, thank you so much, Coca-Cola. Next up, we have the best live off the floor recording. We gave this to Froh with their release Mindfulness. It's a great off the floor live recording. What do you want from me? That's what the album, that's what the award's there for. So hey, sounds really good. Froh's an interesting band, very doomy, very gloomy.
Congratulations to them. Next up, we have the best anti-capitalist record. This had to go out to our good homies in Bad Egg.
Hey, Mr. Landlord, here's this month's rent. We're so grateful for the roof over our
These are great working individuals. This is Stacy and Chris. They used to run a punk house. I've known these folks for a good amount of time. They're doing so many cool things for their community. They've done so many cool things with this project, Bad Egg. And Century Egg was such a fun EP that we got to listen to last year. And they're in this award for sure. So that was the best anti-capitalist record award.
Yeah, half of the songs on this EP or record were like about just hating landlords and landlords being dicks. Appreciate that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the MySpace Core Award, another important award on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
We love our MySpace Core. This one's going out to Jennifer. The Hearse EP that came out, that was such a great little collection of songs. These guys are so good at dipping into a little bit of Alexis, a little bit of From Autumn to Ashes. They have such a good flow through them. Everything feels punky. Everything feels authentic in where they're coming from with their influences. Jennifer slaps. This band slaps.
And we were there, man. We were there, the MySpace era. So we know what we're talking about. So they earned it. Right. Congratulations to Jennifer. Next up, we have the Most Ambitious Music Video Award. We watch a lot of music videos. That's half of this channel. If you haven't, stop what you're doing. Go watch or react. Come back here and check out this band. This is Sown with their release, The Art of Letting Go. Honestly, then they do so many cool things with their music videos. They've got like a trilogy of things going on. And they also had that one release, Heartworm, which was also a really cool music video. This band,
shit.
Yeah, and the song was super heavy. Yeah. I think I played one of their first shows with them, and they put on such a cool performance, and they're honestly just presenting themselves in such a professional manner. It just looks awesome. We're here for it. Shout outs to you guys. You are cool. I mean, you were great to talk to.
Yeah, that was one of the funnest interviews we ever did. I love that talk. Shout out Sown. We love you guys. Can't wait to see what's next. Keep it up, because you guys go. All right, next up, we have the best circle pit riffs. Let me see you move in a fucking circle. It's going out to a band that is actually not a band. It's a car. That's Camaro. Their EP Test Drive is absolutely bonkers. It'll make you spin around. It makes the kids spin. The kids get hurt when they spin. Camaro don't care because they ain't got human feelings, idiot. They're a car.
Next up, we have Hardcore Single of the Year. This goes out to the legendary band Wildside.
Showstopper, punk rocker, trash talker, but the switch.
Honestly, such a cool band. Their single, Hardcore Music Machine. So cool. I love this band. Such a cool band live. Really cool performance. I love this band.
Love this band. Love how the singer seems to glue his glasses onto his face when he performs, because no matter how many spin kicks he does, those things don't come off there. And this single is so fun. We love Wildside. The Rose City Best Melodic Metalcore Single. That's right. We get to the nitty gritty. The Rose City Best Melodic Metalcore Single has got to go to Us Alike with their track Pray. This one bangs, it rips, it shreds. We love Us Alike. Great dudes. Saw them live. Can't remember when, but saw them live, and it was a great show.
Shout out Rose City. Congratulations on that. Next up, we have Windsor's Best Metalcore Single. This goes out to Leech.
Whoever goes to hell stays in hell.
With their single Infernal. Such a cool band. Check this band out. Super cool. Windsor representing.
And while we're giving Windsor some love, the best thrash single to come out of Windsor, that's going to Life in Chaos with their track Havoc. Shout out Windsor. Solid scene out there. Two great bands, just to name a few. But obviously, if you're in the Windsor area, keep your eyes peeled, because there are plenty of great bands out there.
Keeping your eyes peeled, keeping all your senses peeled, your nose peeled, your ears peeled, because we got a funny best power violence EP going out to Rat Piss. That's why I'm saying that they're funny. They had a really cool was it 4 humors? Is that was the 4 humors, and each song was spit and I love that. That's such a funny so that was the best power violence EP for 4 humors. Super cool.
The best use of guitar effects is our next award. I think we might have given it to them last time. I can't remember. But man, what can I say? It's going out to Strange Limbs with Leave Me Alone and Nothing's Changed. They're still using that little figure, the little puppet finger guy on the front of the records too. Man, the guitar effects in this is all over the place. You never know when you're just gonna get hit with like a maelstrom of like swirly digitized. He plays his effects board like it's its own instrument in addition to his guitar. It's such good use of what I can only imagine is hundreds of pedals strewn out in front of him when they play live. It's like playing DDR and guitar at the same time.
Yeah, it's that scene from Big with Tom Hanks and the other guy playing the piano with their feet, but it's just guitar pedals. Shout out to Danny. Such a cool record. And Scott Middleton also did these. So this did, love all around. Next up, we have the Rootinest Tootinest Best Americana Single. This goes out to Eli Wells.
Then when she called me Pobrecito, and here I am singing about it. Pobrecito.
Honestly, this was great. Their release, Pobrecito, super cool. This was really fun. This was authentic. And you didn't get jumped to this song.
No, I didn't. No, I forgot about that till right this second. That happened to Eli Wells' album. Yeah, no, shout out Eli. I love his stuff. Very eclectic, very interesting stuff. Very, very imaginative. And we loved that record that came out before. That was an interesting record.
Yeah.
Shout out Eli. Next up, we have the best legacy hardcore release. It's the band that's been doing it for a long time. These are the bands that have been around for so long that there's bands not only emulating them, but emulating bands that emulated them. They've stuck through. They just keep releasing heat. They don't seem to die down. We're giving it to Comeback Kid. with the Trouble EP. This EP absolutely slapped. Comeback Kid just can't run out of can't run out of gas in the tank. They just keep it moving. They're up there with bands like Terror and stuff like that who can just stay solid and release some arguably best releases in their elder years of their career. Comeback Kid rules.
Yeah, shout out Goose. I did an interview. I had the honor of doing an interview with him really early on. It's on this channel. It's kind of awkward. I'm super Star Trek, but I'm really thankful that he gave me the opportunity to sit down and chat with him for a little bit before their set in St. Catharines. Shout outs to them. Congratulations on the award. Next up, we have Best Chug Riffs Award. How could this not go out to Iodine? Their release, Forever Cursed. Super chuggy, chug, 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 chug life. You know, cue the Kool-Aid man jumping in through the wall. Oh yeah, you get it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, this band, they make you want to move. They bring that groove that make you want to move.
Groovy.
I don't remember writing this award, but let's do it. This is the Dual Citizen Award, which is the best long distance collaboration release. And this goes out to BFD. Brothers for decades.
BFD.
Saw them live recently. Really, really good performance.
At a
really,
Legion.
really good band. Yeah, at Legion. That's right. My old ass was at a Legion.
Most pissed off release of the year award goes to Barry Legends Slewfoot with their release Misconduct. This was super cool. Honestly, what a cool band. These folks are really cool individuals, and honestly, I would love to play a gig with them.
Yeah, try listening to this without mean mugging all the people in your nearest vicinity. You can't do it. You'll mean mug them. We are going to get into the best indie album of the year. This award has to go to Working Class Moms. Their release, Stories for Another Time, beautiful, eclectic album with like shades of like Bob Dylan, but then like Imogen Heap and stuff like that as well. Really, really
Very
beautiful release. And to hear it coming from, again, the vocalist of Chubb, to have him let us in a bit more and to give us a really vulnerable vocal performance, to really put his voice out there like that. Man, they said they're not doing much with Working Class Moms, and I think that's a shame, because this album is like, if this is where you're starting at, there's so much room. I'd love to hear them do more. So
Yeah.
Get back at it, guys. I'm sorry,
Same.
Jake. You gotta do more Working Class Moms.
Next up, we have the Nerdy Award for the best progressive metalcore band, The Fractured, with their release In Cold Blood, and their other release, The Dissolve. Everything sounds kind of like back in that age where it was like you could hear this on somebody's MySpace profile, or you could check out a music video late night on Much Music Loud. Super cool stuff from The Fractured.
Heavy, progressive, catchy, great stuff. The next award is for the band that we feel like is about to make it big. It's the About to Make It Big award, because I couldn't come up with a more clever name than that. We're pretty sure that's going to be Dear Evangeline. Their EP, really, really great. They have a magnetism to them. They have a great marketing sort of feel behind them, the way that they put themselves out there. They played with Kitty, which is a massive stage to play on. Dear Evangeline is doing such cool stuff. You love to see it. I can't wait to see where this band goes.
The next award we have coming up is the best math rock release. This goes out to The Sync.
Roll like
They are such a cool band. They have a release called Reaching for Light. Such a cool band. I love this. This is super dope.
Nice southern, great vocal performance, interesting set of lyrics.
My light came on. Did you see that?
All right, let's give a little bit of love to Quebec.
Yep.
How'd that sound? Was that good? That wasn't
Yep.
offensive, right?
I don't think so. I don't know.
This is for the best Quebec hardcore record that came out last year. We're giving it to Peer Pressure. This Hell on Earth could be. This album absolutely goes. Reminded me of Comeback Kid when I first heard it. Ferocious, fun, all around, just solid hardcore band. Just they fill every pocket well. They sound like a professional hardcore band, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, this is a cool band, and the great people. Shout outs Victoria, gem, absolute gem.
I'm so jealous that you get to announce this one. That's the dice roll. That's the dice roll.
I love that I get to announce this next one. This is the Vin Diesel Tokyo Drift Award for the most Fast and Furious release. This goes out to the homie Phantom Lung. How can we not give it out to Andy Dinner? He is such a cool dude. He is such an interesting individual. They put out a release called Starving to Serve. Such a fun guy, and honestly, such a menacing sounding band. Couldn't sound any different from who the person actually is. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they always say, like, metal guys are super kind. This is what they mean. Like, Andy is such a gem and making such scary ass music with Phantom Lung.
Their music doesn't sound like it should be possible that like humans are making it, like in all aspects, like the speed, the vocals. And yeah, Andy was like, again, one of the most fun I've had doing an interview on this channel. Like, just immediately as he came into the call and the vibes were immediately perfect. Like it's crazy. Like he did, like no one had to relax. It was just, I felt like I was talking to someone I'd known for years already. Like Andy rules. We love him. And Phantom Lung is nuts. Best country album. Best country album. Best country album. I didn't know what else to say, so I said that 3 times. We're going to give it to Spencer Burton with their album Northwind.
I had a dog, a dandelion, never knew fear while she always went flying down the dirt roads, muddy trails looking for sign.
I don't go out of my way to listen to country, so I'm not too exposed to the genre, to be honest. But we listened to this on Locals Only, and I genuinely really liked it. I like the song Dandelion. I think that's the song about like your dog, your little dandelion going fishing is good. Coyote was a cool song. It feels like there's a little bit more like it's a really upbeat, happy, enjoying isolation sort of release. It's really cool.
Absolutely well deserving of that award. Congratulations, Spencer Burton, on the best country album on that. Next up, we have the Land Back EP of the Year award. This goes out to Pot of Greed with their release No Merit. Such a cool release. I really like this band. I don't think that they play too often. I could be mistaken. I'm not necessarily I'm not in Ontario, so you'd have to tell me that. But this is a cool band, and I would love to see them live.
Yeah, absolutely. Band absolutely slaps. Great message behind their music. You know, real conviction around this type of thing. We love Pot of Greed. Shout out you guys. The best clean choruses filled. The guys who get in there after they've been doing the screamies, and they're like, now this. And then they sound like a beautiful little angel. I love that type of stuff. I think it's crazy when vocalists can pull it off. And we got to give it to Dead Daze. Neon Goddess and Rot both just have absolutely solid hooks in them. The screaming in them is also absolutely crazy. And I've seen this band live, and I promise you, Don, do it. Don, do it good.
Super cool to talk to. Honestly, super cool.
Great dude.
So
Another great
congratulations. Congratulations. Next up, we have the Funkiest Fresh Award. Honestly, the best like funky / like ska release that we get to listen to. This goes out to Soda. With their release Aggressor, and they also put out Trigger Finger. Such a fun, cool band. I'm so glad we get to sit down and react to them. Really cool sound coming out of Canada for that, for sure.
Yeah, no, I love Soda. Shout out Christian. Shout out the other gentlemen in bucket hats. Yeah, this is a refreshing, fun, really punky take on like a Red Hot Chili Pepper style thing. Really cool. Next up, we are going to get into the posse cut of the year. Nothing gets me stoked like a posse track. I love when the gang gets together and we get a posse track.
Yeah.
And this year we're giving it to Cruel Intent. For their song Life Grinder. You got Allie from Sown on here, and you got Nick from Pillars of Autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the song is enormous. It's absolutely devastating. Cruel Intent, another deathcore band that's doing sort of the traditional deathcore thing, but really, really nailing it.
Oh yeah, they show up in a lot of features and all sorts of bands across Canada, and they're honestly playing a ton of shows. Super cool band. Next up, we have Most Dungeonous Release. This is like a best like lo-fi / reverb. This is Wedge with their release Capitalist Killer. Super interesting sound.
Yeah, very Dungeness, very reverbed out. I love when a mix nails this because reverb can ruin a mix usually when you use too much. Since some people just know how to absolutely nail that like giant Dungeness atmosphere sound, and Wedge nails it. The funnest music video we saw last year has got to go to TWRP, Twerp Tupperware Remix Party Content for You.
Gotta keep creating, we gotta keep on making, we gotta have that content.
What a fun song, what a fun video, and what a crazy sort of coincidence that you brought it to me. And I just had this story about when in Toronto, I was blasted off my ass and saw them live on the street.
They have a library of really cool music videos. Definitely go check them out. Next up, we have the best alternative punk release. This goes out to Plush with their release Temp Check. This is awesome. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, very, very interesting release. Not quite like anything we've heard exactly here. Really kind of doing their own thing. Very eccentric, very sort of bright. I loved this. We are going to get into the best pop single of the year. Again, like I said, we don't get into too much pop music here because we're just unfortunately unaware of it. I'm not against the genre by any means. Someone we know who does it very, very well is Drives the Common Man.
Yep.
I can't scream, but if that's not enough, I can't sing aloud.
Singer Not a Fighter was an absolute great song. Nice fidgety production in there. Very, very memorable hook. Very, very pristine acoustic guitars in there as well. The mix on it sounded absolutely great. It's a banger.
And first single we heard from them in quite a while, honestly. And so we're glad to hear that they're back at it. Love to see that. Shout out to them. Next up, we have the best Vancouver hardcore album. This goes out to Juiced BC with World War III. Come on. We had to give it to them. This goes out to them. This is super cool.
So good. Reminds me of like Recon and like the bands like that were sort of doing that back in the day. I love that type of hardcore. Thick as Bloody. Yeah, I love Juice. They remind me of the bands I used to love, and that's why I love the Juice. The best Flower City hardcore album of the year. I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone who just heard the Flower City part. It has to go to Mile End.
Where do you go? When you time's at the end, I'm dreading these days. I'm nothing never come.
It's
It
got
has to. Their self-titled is great. All the songs absolutely bang. They really shifted into a full, straight-up hardcore direction. They did a re-recording of FCHC, which sounds really good, really cleaned up. Song already went hard, and I think the new production actually fits it really well. Mile End are just stellar. They are a stellar band. They are playing all the goddamn time now. Check out Mile End if you can. Get in there before they're massive, because they will be.
Shoutouts, Jakes. Off leash represent. Next up, we have Toronto Best Hardcore Album. This is super cool. This goes out to Expel. With their release, A Desire for Change. I really like this, especially the cover they did at the end there, Firestarter. They've got a lot of really cool releases and like original tunes that are super raw and like power violence sounding, but there's no like bells or whistles about it. It's just like grimy, raw basement, like grimy basement power violence. I don't know the way to describe it, but yeah, they had a really cool cover there too.
Yeah, they were my sewer gators. That's my just hardcore written in a goddamn sewer by an alligator. Yeah. They keep putting a wizard on the front of their record, but you can't fool me. I know you guys are alligators that live in a sewer. I know it. We are going to get into the best heavy metalcore album. We've been differentiating by like progressive and melodic and stuff like that. We want to give love to a metalcore band that just brought the heaviest metalcore album that we enjoyed this year. It's Single Wound. Of course, it's Single Wound. Death is a Kindness goes. It's like the only band that actually reminds me of like Controller era Misery Signals. And I just want that so goddamn bad. And Single Wound is the only one giving it to me. So if they keep providing, I'ma keep I'ma eat it up, because that album is so good, so heavy, so many murder chords, so many nice little melodic parts. It's honestly, they're the new Misery Signals for me.
Shoutouts Cole. I love you, dog. I love you. Yeah, next up we have Best Pop Punk Album. This is a really cool award, and we listen to a lot of pop punk. I'm a big fan of the genre, so we had to give it to the homies in Rarity with their release Lower Feeling. Such a really cool alternative, like shoegazy at times. They really took some chances and they make it work. They have a very original sound, especially in the pop punk genre within itself. So they've carved a bit of their name for themselves. Shout out Hamilton for that too.
Shout out the Steel City. Next up, we are going to get into the Best Landback Album. We gave it to Pot of Gold on that EP, but Indian Giver came through with their record. Indian Giver is such an interesting band. I remember the mix distinctly reminding me of one of my favorite kind of slept on hardcore records, which was Census Fail's Pull the Thorns from Your Heart. Just a wild card in their discography. Yeah. The mix was very similar. Indian Giver had all these like punky, like hardcore, stompy sort of songs with this, like, again, like the land back political message affiliated with it. And then forgive me for not remembering the name of the last song. The last song is like this beautiful, progressive, clean, ballady, like man, so cool. Indian Giver is such an interesting band. Saw them at with Protest. I forgot the name of that festival already. Sorry, guys. No Man's Land. No Man's Land? Almost said No Man's Sky. That's a video game. Whatever that festival was, I saw them. I saw Indian Giver recently, and they put on a hell of a show.
Shout out to them. That was a super cool release. Congratulations on the award. Next up, we have the Best Rock Album Award. This goes out to Ivy Gardens. This was a really cool release. Their release, Goon, Such an original sounding band with like this rock pop element. And like, I don't know, there's like a jam band vibe to it, but they've kind of like woven it together where they trim a lot of the fat, and they just kind of, they're doing a lot of cool things, and hopefully we see them grow and grow, because they're a really cool band.
Yeah, they really do what it feels like they want sonically. They don't feel like a rock band with a bunch of hardcore dudes in it, but they feel like a rock band that you can just throw into a hardcore show and it doesn't feel strange at all. They have a really, really punk energy while still staying very relatively true to a more like hard rock sort of sound. I really like this release. It was really good. The best power violence album of the year. These are the people who just bring the mosh, but in a gross, scary way. They bring the feedback. They bring just a scary vibe to hardcore. And if anyone's doing that big this year, it's Lice. World of Greed was such a good release. Another huge feeling level up for this band. The production got cleaned up, but still sounds gross. Songwriting is totally on point. I'm pretty sure Jake from Mile End is in this band. Yep. I'm pretty sure Dear God's in this band.
I think
this is just stacked with talent. Vocalist sounds pissed as hell. Really like her performance. Yeah, Lice. I want Lice. I want it. I'll take some Lice.
Yeah.
As a treat. Just as a treat.
A dangerous release to listen to while you're on the highway, that's for sure. Congratulations on the award. Next up, we have the Most Ambitious Album Award. This goes into Sham Family. With their release, A Death Portrait of Peace. Super cool. Honestly, super ambitious sounding. They took a lot of leaps. They made it sound really cool. They're doing a lot of natural things, but they're going out of their way to, I don't know. They did some really cool stuff. If you don't know what we're talking about, definitely go check out this release.
This release really felt like a gazy, punky version of Say Anything's in defense of the genre.
Yeah.
Very, very ambitious release. Very interesting release. You won't hear another band that sounds quite like that. Really good stuff. The best grindcore release of the year. The guys who got real grindy, they did some other stuff on this release too. They got a little blackened. They put some death in there, but there was a lot of nice grind. This is going to Apes with their release Penitence. Apes is such a scary sounding band. They're the type of band where if I like throw my headphones in and walk around with their music playing, I start to like visualize like a freaky music video in my head. They slap. Shout out Apes. Can't wait to see what you got coming next. They just released a couple tracks as well, so go check that out.
Yeah, they are definitely one of the heaviest bands around here for sure. Super crazy. Next up, we have London's Best Progressive Metalcore Album Award. This goes out to Falls for the Elderly, by the way. I love the name. Super hilarious. For their release, AI Suicide. Super cool band. Honestly, they do a lot of cool stuff in this collection of songs. Super like nostalgic sounding, but they also kind of go shoegazy, but it's heavy and screamo. A lot of cool things like this stuff.
Yeah, this was a really, really cool release. And like we've always said, there's just something in the water in London. There are so many just solid bands operating out of there. And these guys, we felt like were the best doing the progressive metalcore thing up there for sure. So shout them out and just shout out the London scene in general. Okay, we are going to get into our personal picks of the year, guys. And these are the things that we, on a personal level, love the most. You'll get Phil's personal release, my personal release, and then we've also come together and discussed an official Bandictotes one as well. So without further ado, Phil, what is your single of the year?
Well, if anyone knows me, I'm a huge fan of emo. I'm a huge fan of pop punk. I love Hot Mulligan. I've listened to them relentlessly. And there was one band out there that kind of made and replicated a sound, or at least made like a very similar sound. And it really stuck with me. And that was Mo Killed My Cool. With their release, Broken for the Better. Honestly, I love this. This was super dope. It was so raw sounding too. They managed to sound like such a cool band that I love dearly, with such a raw basement kind of sound. And if they can do it like that, you know, with a crazy bunch of production behind them, you know that they can make songs sound way bigger. So shout out to Mo Killed My Cool. I loved this song.
My single of the year. Now, I guess if you were really paying attention to the channel, it might be a little obvious. I don't really know. I talk about this band with such high praise every time the singles come out.
Yeah.
It's Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, and specifically their track, The Banker. That one's a little more harrowing. That one leans into a little bit of the heaviness, which I really, really enjoy. This band reminds me of the things I loved about bands like Daughters and Chat Pile, and even things like Black Meaty in terms of just unpredictability. I love when bands do this, whatever this is, because I don't even know how to define it. They manage to take so many elements that, in my opinion, shouldn't work together and just blend it perfectly. Gilgamesh is one of the most interesting bands in Canada, period. Love The Banker. Can't wait to hear the EP when it comes out. Shout out Gilgamesh.
And next, we are presenting together the Banecdotes.
Banecdotes, bet. I was going to get us to, let's do it both at the same time, like dumb children.
1, 2, 3.
Banecdotes best single of the year.
This is going out to Skullgate. We love you guys. Shout outs, you folks. You guys put out Deathbringer and Retribution. That was the release off of Veils. Honestly, we love you guys. Such a cool band. And you were great to talk to as well. We loved that.
Yeah, such a solid release. I really like it. We're such suckers for Metallica core, like we were saying previously. And these guys really embody the genre more than any other band, really. They are Metallica core. They know it. They're the sword swinging mosh boys. That wasn't great. That's fine. Shout out Skullgate. You guys absolutely slap. I need to catch you guys soon.
All right. I am so excited to tell you that I am presenting my personal EP of the year. This goes out to Pro Wrestling, the band. With their release, Falling in Love with Pro Wrestling, the band. I love this folk punk sounding, like Menzingers kind of like sound. There's a couple other bands, Off With Their Heads kind of comes to their mind. I love this. The band members in this band are super kind, and they also put on a really authentic, beautiful performance. So definitely go check this out. And again, something's in the water there in London.
Phil, I could not choose one EP. To be honest with you, I could barely choose two. I know I broke some rules, so I have two EPs. I'm going to do one metal one and one hardcore one, okay? Back off. Back off. My metal EP of the year has to go to Salem Trials and the Rod EP. These guys are just the absolute top tier deathcore band doing it right now. No one is doing it as good as them on that Rod EP. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. Heavy. Thierry's nuts. Zach is a wild drummer. Everyone in that band is just so fucking good at what they do. It's unbelievable. Shout out Salem Trials. And my hardcore EP of the year, I got to give it to Bad Bet. my pace, gave me a little bit of that TUI flavor that I love in a hardcore band. Absolutely rips. Every song on there goes nuts. Bad Bet is the band to watch in Ontario hardcore. And since we're talking about hardcore, the Bandecdotes EP of the year, we're going to give it to Fight on Sight with Spit. What an awesome attitude-driven hardcore record.
yeah.
These guys have just been so steady in playing shows, releasing music, getting merch out, creating like a sort of brand behind themselves, leaning into being silly on social media. They're doing everything right, and their music slaps as well. So, I mean, that's just, the icing on the cake. Shout out Fight on Sight. You guys absolutely rule. Spit EP sounds absolutely great. You are the Bandecdotes EP of the year.
All right, Tyler, I am so excited. We have gotten to the end of this. We have listed off several really cool bands doing a lot of really cool things, but we are down to some of the really cool personal opinions that we have. And this band put out a really cool record. Something really special happened with this record with me. I got to hear this record in its early stages, and where it was started and where it evolved to was such a beautiful thing. And I honestly, truly, and maybe a handful of other people who got to experience that. And it's so beautiful to be a part of that experience. I'm, of course, talking about Redcoat with their release, Lush. This record is so cool. It's authentic sounding. It's 90s grunge washed, but it's got this emo influence with it. It's still like raw sounding. It's very emotional. It's very passionate sounding. The songwriting is incredible on this. Track after track, it punches and punches and punches. Chris is doing such cool stuff with his band, and honestly, I love it. This was so cool, and thank you again for letting me be a little bit a part of that. It was unintentional. I don't think it was meant to be like that. I don't think I was meant to hear that record years before it came out. But from where it started to where we're at is honestly so awesome to be a part of. So thank you so much for letting me be a part of that.
Yeah, I absolutely love that record. Really like Little Death, really like Sour, really like the Bleed Me Out Redux. So yeah, like the last 3 tracks all really stood out to me, but the whole album was good, very catchy. Shout out Chris, shout out Redcoat, shout out Lush. What a just solid album. What a
So good.
great little grunge record. Yeah, so good. Phil, I get to talk about my album of the year.
Oh man.
I'm so happy that we came across this band. I've enjoyed watching this band every video that's come out. I've enjoyed watching them immediately make themselves marketable, immediately giving themselves this identity, and having so much fun with the nu metal genre. I have to give my album of the year to Clockwise with Clock In.
Clock is here! You're about to get f***ed up! I don't give a fuck! You don't give a fuck! Who gives a fuck?
I love this band. So we saw that first track together. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head from their first EP. Great track. We both fell in love with it. But then I ended up watching DGAF with Kyle and not you. And God, I wish you had loved you, Kyle, but I wish you had been there for that moment, because that's when I went from thinking, wow, Clockwise is really good, to like, oh no, this is my band now. Like, DGAF, Don't Give a Fuck. Such a fun, attitude-ridden banger. Clockwise just brings so much heat. The release they put out, the song with Dear God, Lose It, goes absolutely bonkers. Let It Pop with Doflame is so much fun. You got I Stand My Ground with Jake from Mile End. So good. Man, every song on here was so fun. Even the interludes are fun. Smack That Smile is such a great track. I like everything about this band. I love the Wise Guys thing. I love the idea of clocking in. this band just came out so ready with an entire personality around this larger than life sound that they immediately committed to. Just balls out. Here's who we are. This is what our music sounds like. Like, I love it. They have more personality than most bands, and they had established it so early on. I fucking love Clockwise, dude. This is like the funnest album. They're such a good time. Wise up, brothers. Wise up. Listen to Clockwise. They rule.
And listen to Tyler telling you to listen to Clockwise, because he's not wrong by any means. Now, we're at the end of this. Thank you so much for tuning into this. We are presenting to you the Bandecdotes album of the year. Now, this was a hard album to choose. There's all sorts of criterias going on. We listened to a lot of bands. We listened to all sorts of locals only. We did a lot of cool reacts. Lots of stuff happened last year. And the collection of songs that we thought here at Bandecdotes deserve this award goes out to Sky Caught Fire with Recovery.
Carrying this cargo, a pile of boulders. I'm begging to let go and longing for someone. Tell me it's alright. Tell me I'll be fine.
Shout out to those guys. You guys killed it. So many cool things going on. Such a raw, synthetic sound. These guys are legends in the local scene. These guys have been at it for a long time. They're doing really cool stuff. They've got beautiful voices. Stevie is so amazing. And honestly, Craig, Chico, just a brilliant frontman, and in this record he's pushing himself and doing some really cool things. We love this. This is kind of like a throwback to both Tyler and I's, like, you know, upbringing. Like, some of the first shows we saw were some of these guys that play in this band, and they're still making really cool music. If there's any sort of takeaway from this, Bandees, please check out Sky Caught Fire. They're doing a lot of really cool things. We love them to death.
This was a really cool record. We did get to hear a lot of the songs that are on this record along the way via singles. We've done reactions to songs. Guilt was like an emotional experience for me watching that. Yeah, I mean, The Rain was a great song. I like the opener on here. Failure's great. Nothing. We heard Drowning and we reacted to that together as well. The closing out track with Ricky Pridemore on it, Malcontent, I think, it really, really good. Yeah. These are great dudes. Craig sounds huge. Stevie sounds great. Every single song has a bit of a different flavor. You have a little bit of new metal in there. You've got a lot of melodic hardcore and a melodic metalcore going on in there. You've got two guys who are both writing lyrics with so much conviction. Like, they're both so honest. They're both so good and well spoken in their lyrics at conveying what they're trying to say. They have this like feeling of an emotional bond that you very rarely see between two lead vocalists in a band, basically. Like, you listen to a lot of bands where the guy does the screaming and the other guy does the singing, but these, you feel a bond with them in this band. It's a really unexplainable vibe that they create with that. And yeah, we're here for it. This is our album of the year. Congratulations to Sky Caught Fire. I don't know if this helps you guys, but take the record. Tell everyone. Tell them the Bandecdotes said you guys wrote the best record. See what they do for you. I don't know if we pull any weight around here, but yeah, in our opinion, this rules. This was absolutely great. Happy to give it to them. Great guys, great record, great music. There's not much more I can say. We love you guys. Absolutely solid record. Album of the year. Album of the year. All right, Phil. Well, the sun has set around me at the beginning of filming this. My lighting was very different. It has gotten very dark around me, but we do it for you guys. Thank you everyone so much for watching the Bandees. whether you just clicked through the awards to see which one your band might have gotten, or whether you sit down and watched all of this. Honestly, we just do this so that we can give back to a community that inspired us, inspired the channel, and has kept us young feeling in terms of exploring music. A lot of people our age are just like, I'm going to listen to these bands I listened to when I was 20 and fuck everything else. But doing this channel and being tapped into this local scene it revived my love for heavy music. I was just listening to rap again a few years ago, just rap. And now I can't stop. I'm fully rejuvenated. And it's because of this incredible music scene that, thanks to you and letting me come on board with you and do this, I've become a part of again. And I, wasn't expecting that. It's nice to be involved in this again. And it's nice to be able to have a platform where we can just talk about how great all these bands are. So shout out them, shout out us for being so great, shout out you for starting this shit, and shout out all the winners.
And shout out all our subscribers, whether you're new or you've been here from the beginning, or you haven't even subscribed yet. Make sure you do that. Check us out on all our platforms at Bandecdotes, BANDECDOTES. That's where we do all our updates. Thank you so much for tuning in. More to come. We love you guys so much. This has been so awesome. Thank you for watching.